Hey everybody, I'm Elizabeth and this is my super fast Safe Haven 5 plus Norwex Moptions demo. Okay, check this out. First thing I'm going to do is take you guys through the Safe Haven 5. This is my Safe Haven 5 box. You can see that I've had it for a long time. It's been stepped on and loved. And I'd love to demo with this box mission statement on the front, which is improving quality of life by radically reducing chemicals in our homes. And it certainly is a radical reduction of chemicals. And if you're wondering why that's important, I'm going to read you the other side of the box, okay? Over 80,000 chemicals have been created in the last 50 years, and fewer than 300, and you guys, it's actually closer to 250, have been tested for their impact on human health. And in fact, since my box was printed, this number's gone up to 85,000 chemicals have been created. But we have not tested very many for their impact on human health. And here's why that's important to understand. That's a fact that's true for us in the US. And where we're at in the US is we actually only have 9 banned chemicals, whereas Canada, our neighbor up north, they have 650 banned chemicals, and the European Union has about 1,350 banned chemicals. So we are kind of living in a place where it's like a chemical free-for-all. And where that ends us up is that, you guys, 50 years ago, cancer rates were 1 in 8,000 people had cancer. And today, 1 in 2.65 people will have cancer in their lifetime. Okay, so it's all this extra additional exposure to chemicals. When you open up the doors in my kitchen, you know, under the sinks and that kind of thing, there aren't chemicals under there. I can show you how to eliminate all of that with a few simple products really, really quickly. So, are you guys ready to talk about product number 1? Okay, I'm gonna take you first through the Safe Haven 5, then we'll talk about. Number 1 is our EnviroCloth, okay? Think E is your EnviroCloth. E is everything. Everything you're gonna clean, you can clean with this cloth. Your counters and your cupboards, you can clean everything, you guys. You can clean a stain out of your rug or even upholstery. All the black fingerprints off the walls that are so hard to get to, or you know, you kind of have, if you have a pet, you have like a pet line that goes around the house where it's kind of a dingy spot, can get all of that up with just this cloth and water. And everything that you do clean with this cloth, you guys, is actually sanitized. So the way that it can do that is just because the microfiber is so small. It's so much smaller than regular microfiber, which is machined at 1/6 the width of human hair. Norwex microfiber is 1/200th the width of a human hair. It's so teeny tiny that if I could unravel this cloth, it's actually 2,000 miles of thread, enough to go from Canada all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, which is pretty insane, right? So it's that tiny, tiny thread, super densely woven, that gives our Norwex microfiber the mechanical ability to pick up and remove from surfaces anything down to the point of a single food protein molecule. Okay, that's about 100 times smaller than a multiple protein living organism like a virus or a bacteria. Okay, so that helps you sort of understand the science here. And then on top of all of that, so the cloth you're going to use to clean everything in the house. And then at the end of the day, you're gonna rinse it out with hot water, you're gonna wring it out really good and hang it up by its tag. And at the end of the day, it goes to work purifying its own self. It's a cloth that cleans everything, even its own self, and here's how. Norwex microfiber has embedded micro silver in the tags. When you can tell which products of ours have the silver in it because they say backlock, which means that there's a silver property in this cloth that as it goes from wet to dry overnight, actually purifies the cloth because silver is just naturally antimicrobial, okay? So let me put my money where my mouth is here, okay? You guys ready for a little demo that I like to call the chicken demo? I've got 2 clean plates and I've got some raw chicken, okay? I'm gonna put some raw chicken onto, gross, each of these plates here. Oh, got a whole chicken chunk there, okay. Okay, so now we've got raw chicken all over our plates. I'm gonna use a little product called GlowGerm. This is it's a microscopic powder that is literally the size of germs that shows whether surfaces are really getting cleaned or not. So I'm gonna sprinkle some GlowGerm so that we can see if our surfaces are gonna be getting cleaned. And another product I'm gonna use, you guys, these are called ProClean swabs. Okay, it's a play on words, because what they do is they detect the presence of any proteins, all right, to see if surfaces are really getting clean. Also I'm going to avoid the GlowGerm, but I'm going to try to get some chicken juice on here so you guys can see what happens when the swabs come in contact with any kind of proteins. There's a spectrum on here. Green is clean, gray is not great, purple's worse. Of course we're going to purple result because we just rubbed this in some chicken juice. So I'm going to show you guys a quick demo on how Norwex really cleans, okay? So we've got our GlowGerm mixed in with our chicken juice here. I'm gonna use plate number 1, so it'll be plate number 1 for our purposes. I'm gonna use my Norwex EnviroCloth to clean this plate, okay? I'm gonna clean plate number 2. I'm gonna clean, actually, while we're here, let's just see if we got the plate clean. I'm gonna use a fresh swab, okay? Let's see if we can trust our microfiber to really, truly clean surfaces. This was the first swab. This is my second swab. You guys can see we got a green result there, because with your Norwex microfiber, you're actually able to clean it. I'm gonna show you the difference though. If we use a product like this, and I would tell you guys, next time you use a product like this, please read this teeny tiny print. I bet you'll be very surprised on what it takes to actually use one of these to disinfect a surface. I think we got it. Now what I want to show you guys is the difference. You guys see? We're not picking up. Oh, well, I splashed the other one around. I got a little bit on the edge of that plate. I'll show you guys what this plate looks like. Can you see the difference versus this plate over here that I cleaned with the EnviroCloth? So that's what I mean when I say with your EnviroCloth, you can mechanically clean every surface. Next, we're gonna hop over to my bathroom and use product number 2. So your EnviroCloth, you're using wet to clean and sanitize your surfaces. Your window cloth, otherwise known as your polish cloth, we're gonna use to dry any surfaces you want them to be perfect, okay? Think mirrors, windows, faucets, stainless steel, granite, your black stovetop, all of those surfaces that are really hard to get perfectly streak-free. So here I am in my bathroom. I have kids, so my mirrors look like this. Can you guys see that? I hope that you feel this. And just so that we can really give a good demo here, I'm also gonna open up my lotion. We're gonna put a little lotion on the mirror as well, so you can see what it would be like if it was really good and dirty, okay? And you can imagine what this would be like with paper towel and the blue stuff, right? It would just be a streaky mess with all that lotion on there. With Norwex, I'm just gonna use my wet EnviroCloth. Okay, and this is the same EnviroCloth that I used for the chicken. EnviroCloths will not spread things from one surface to another. And then I use my window cloth dry to just go over and polish. And watch this. As soon as that dries, look at that, you can see. Shoop. Can you guys see how stinking clean that mirror is? It looks like I could reach right through it and run into my own self. And just because this makes such a good demo, and have you guys look at my faucet here. Look at my spotty faucet. It's terrible, right? Wet EnviroCloth. Okay. Dry window cloth. Look how gorgeous that is with just water in a couple seconds. It's crazy. So that's number 1 and 2. Next is number 3. Number 3 is our Norwex dust mitt. Hoping you guys can see how dusty my little server here is. Your dust mitt grabs and holds all of the dust, can you see it? From a surface, holds it right here in your dust mitt, does not create a dust cloud, holds it, grabs it, keeps your surfaces dusted literally for weeks. It is thebomb.com, fastest you've ever dusted. Product number 4 is our cleaning paste, okay? The cleaning paste is like your magic elbow grease in a jar. This little tub of it that comes in our Safe Haven 5 lasts an average house 3 to 4 years, okay? And you use it for the tough jobs. Like when you bake something on your stovetop, does this happen to you guys? You just get something wet and scrubby to dip in here. For this purposes of this demo, I'm using what's called our little Norwex Spironets. These are stainless steel little scrubbies. Inquire with me about how you can get a set of these for free. Okay, so ready? Gonna just got my little scrubby wet, dipped it just a tiny bit in my cleaning paste. New barrel cloth there. Got one little spot left. Oh, I'm dropping my spear net, but it didn't get up. And I can even go ahead and do the spot next door on the burner over here. That burner's a little bit hot. Maybe I don't want to do that. There we go. Can you guys see how quick that gets up? All my baked on, cooked on mess. You know, I have teenagers that cook in my house, so this can get really, really outrageous. And already we're on to product number 5. Okay, number 5 is the Norwex laundry detergent. Guys, you literally use a teaspoon for a large load of laundry. It is formulated to take the best possible care of your Norwex cloths, which are an investment, and they all have 2-year warranties. So you have to take care of them properly. This is a biodegradable, filler-free, just garbage-free detergent. Okay, guys, regular detergents have optic brighteners and fragrances and fillers and all kinds of things in them that you don't want in your laundry. They don't belong in your washing machine. And it also has a million uses. Not just amazing for, you know, the laundry, though it is, because I will tell you, as a mother of 4, I wouldn't tell you that it was awesome if it wasn't, but it will even clean really super greasy things like your hood vent up underneath the microwave can just soak it in a little bit of this. Your rug doctor, makeup brushes, jewelry. It's gentle enough for every job, but strong enough that you really won't believe it. And that's product number 5. Last thing we're going to talk about is Moptions.